was broke, I had to make it happen. When I was tired, I had to make it happen. When I was sick, I had to make it happen. No excuses, I have to make it happen. And you can too. Hey, 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 it's your girl Shakita Days, back with another Boss Up Visual podcast show. And we are talking about the Optical Illusion Season 2. Don't get caught up in the illusions of life, because there's people, they're hiding behind their problems. They're hiding behind the things that are going on in their life. And they're showing you only one side of their reality. So it's time for us to come back to reality and focus on your goals, because you will lose out, you will miss time trying to figure out people, trying to figure out things, trying to figure out if what you see is true, if what you see is not true. Basically, life is mystical. It's about illusions. Everything you see is not what it is. So don't get caught up in the optical illusions. So I'm going to turn it over to our co-host, Juice Baby, aka Ojaffa the Outspoken, is going to come on with Optical Illusion Season 2, Episode 5.
Protect your children's mind. Protect your children's heart. Protect your spirit. Protect them. So guess what? Whatever you pour into your children, society gonna pour some stuff into them too. It's gonna be a big missing pot. So whatever you neglecting to do for them at their house, in the house, they gonna pertain this from a friend, a buddy, an older person that can look and see, hey, mom and dad ain't doing woo-woo. That's why the drug dealers is able to come in and, the pimps and the players. And see, that's what we got to speak about too. How they promoted that stuff. The gunslinging, from the cowboys and the mafia movies. We was programmed to be who we are today, bro. Ain't nothing. What's original from anybody's mouth? Even the words, ain't no new words being created. You understand what I'm saying? Why it's being restructured? And I know this ain't, man. I was looking at some Chinese, man. They names ain't nowhere near our names, bro. They probably come and get American names, but Chang Wang and Wong Chang, like what kind of sound and vibration is that? That ain't English. They concepts and way of life ain't nothing like how our concepts and way of life is. So to stop lying to people that like we subject to the same condition, that's a damn lie. A trust baby ain't subject to a condition of living on welfare. That's a damn lie. They might be breathing and blowing out air, but it ain't the same air. They air polluted. They air fresh. Stop it. Stop lying to people, man. You create the condition for your outcome, and your outcome is your seed. Your outcome is your descendants. You create the conditions for your children. I know a lot of successful people in my family. My mama, brothers and sisters. My daddy, brothers and sisters. They raised their child. I can watch and see. A lot of them came up and how sharp they is, man. Cause they didn't condition them to the stuff we was conditioning. So a lot of us was involved with introduced to experience. You know what I mean? If you ain't want your child to be smoking crack or see a crackhead, nigga, don't move around none of them. That nigga see that only on TV. And that's how a lot of these Beckys that's growing up in the urban, in their little society, and mom and dad talking down on the black man. So anytime she see the dude and he ain't what the parents say that child was, then that's get the Becky irradiated. Like it's like I was listening to one of the dudes, Warner Jackson. That's a dude carried up. He had a stuff. I'd have heard this before, but it's just to say with the little white kid, Billy's on the corner selling lemonade, right? He got a lemonade stand. Becky gonna say he's ambitious. He see the black kid on the corner selling lemonade. He say it looks suspicious. You know what I mean? Because being raised a certain way, and then like we allow ourselves to go through a lot, right? But we can't take our children through those same paths, bro. We can't. Well, you think the outcome gonna be different? Oh no, boy, y'all tripping, man. You gonna keep doing the same thing and looking for a different outcome. Like, come on, bro. How many times you come back to this earth through whoever you came from, you gonna be consistent in following the same orders, or you gonna be consistent of becoming the order. It's us. It's all us. It's all on us. We gotta raise our children. We gotta teach our children, right? We have to allow them to have the best experience. That's it, man. Show them what this thing, this life all about. Everything, it ain't concrete. Stuff changed, my brother. We ain't in horse and chariots no more, man. We flying and we in cars, and life is gonna keep on evolving, man. Y'all keep playing games, and I start looking at some old history. And technology ain't start with us at all. There's stuff out there. I mean, I was looking at some ancient stuff, ancient ships. They was big like the carriers that carry them jets and stuff. So come on, man. People that had blueprints of stuff, and then they want to act like they just discovered it. Well, they actually discovered, they didn't create the shit. You discovered something, it was already here. You or rediscover. What they doing? Discover, they might be downplaying what they discovered. Like, yeah, we discovered it. You rediscovered something, then that means that it was there. But you put the D in front of it, what kind of etymology is that? And try to trick your mind and shit with the sounds and vibrations. And sounds and vibrations are very important. They mess with your mental. Straight up. You get a hum. These people know how to vibrate to make glass break. So what you think you is? They can vibrate through the TV. What you think airway? What you think your phone be doing? You listen to your phone, that thing be humming. Low vibration, man. They do a lot of things. I mean, if you know that high vibrations mess with your organs, look it up. Look it up, man. I'm gonna take my word for it. But I do want you to take my word about giving your children the best experience that they can ever have. Don't put your kids. Don't come at me with that. I went through it. No, if you had a bad experience, do not take your child through no bad experiences, man. Because your mama did it to you. Don't do it to your children, man. Create a better avenue for us, man. It's a better outlook. Don't be stuck in that mental mind that about just life and death. Live right now. Talk about live and prepare for death. That means every day you prepare for it, get your life insurance, you know where you want to get your plot, where you going to, you know what I mean? Where you want to lay at. You want to go back to your hometown, your home country, man, and prepare all that stuff. And once that's out the way, go ahead and start living, man. Start enjoying life. How the Egyptians did it. They prepared for death, but they enjoyed their life. And one thing about it, man, a lot of these churches all over the world, they being misled, they misleading the people in a lot of ways, and they set these churches in a lot of poverty-stricken areas, man. Bleeding the hood dry. Poor people making the church rich. I don't know how that works, man. I watched that all my life. You can tell me anything. The big major churches ain't come lifting them little churches up. They ain't them big major churches ain't come putting them little churches on their back. They stand mega and looking down at you like, yeah, you want to grow? Come follow me. They did. Listen, you gonna leave your church, your whole church, and go join a mega church. Come on, man. I seen this. I seen it. I'm talking from experience. People who know who I am. My grandparents, both of them on B-side had church. I think my granddaddy left his ministry and went to New Birth or something. You know what I mean? I ain't finna close down. I passed that down to Cookie or something like that. You know, whoever was supposed to be next. But hey, nobody inherited. And then I think my auntie them, they was already, they knew what the way was. They was older. I just peeped game. They started filming in the church. They started doing TV shows before YouTube and all that popped out, bro. Now that's a lot of information now, because on my dad's side, we don't lie, like they growed up pretty decent. My dad, they growed up pretty decent, bro. They had my granddaddy and grandma, and we was routine. Even when we went right now, we had to wake up, 5 in the morning, praying in the same spot. Cousins and all, whoever spent the night over there. Grandma gave us hot breakfast. We ain't never ate no cereal and all that easy crap. Grandma always gave us hot breakfast. Hot grits, oatmeal, and we always had our oatmeal with milk. Always. It's always good too. And real grains. They changed the grains now. The grains taste different. They adding all these artificial flavors to it. So I ain't gonna lie. I just growed up around my grandma. If I growed up, I'm looking at myself. My experience would have been different. Cause I didn't see drug and crackheads and nigga walk outside and getting shot and they gotta run from bullets and shit. Nigga ain't grow up. I grew up grandma house. We got a basketball, a real one. The back in the days when they had the little black spots, the white spots, and the marbles all on the court in the backyard. My uncle them lived that life. That's why he good now. Most of my dad had his own company, plumbing. Then his brother got a plumbing. You know, he owned his own plumbing company. And then my uncle, he owned his own truck. He used to work for Publix. He owned his own. He went and bought his own rig now. He's living good. So the structure has to be of that. And why? Because daddy owned property. They daddy owned property. His daddy was a supervisor or manager for Pan Am back in the day. And he retired when we was jits. And he's living off that money now to the day. God, dog it. That's when the pension was a pension, you know what I'm saying? Till they started cutting little stuff. So what I'm telling you about the experience from my point of view, my parents' experience had the best. My mom, well, I think my mom's side, it was a lot of them. It was a lot of them, bro. 14 of them, 7 and 6. And it was 7 boys and 6 girls, or how it go. It was 14 of them. And imagine having all them brothers and sisters growing up, mom and dad growing up back in them times. It's just, woo. Yeah, man. Be careful how you raise your children, man. You raising them to be successful, man. You raising them to be a crackhead, go ahead and let them live around them. You raising them to be a drug dealer, let them stay right next to them. You gonna pick up from them? Go ahead. Go ahead. You think these kids ain't gonna be what they're around? You think these kids ain't gonna sponge what they see? When you're a child, man, children are too smart because they're aware of everything they're experiencing. All they doing right now, they don't even know how to walk and talk yet. The first thing they can do is see. They can't even much communicate, but they can see. Why is that important? That's the first thing that you obtain. It's your experience. For the first 8 months of your life, you don't get to do nothing but watch stuff. And then your 9 months of your legs start moving around and tweaking on you. And it start wanting to get mobile. Your mind start to develop. From 8 to 9 months, then you can start walking a little bit. You're trying to get your balance because you're seeing your mom and your daddy and your brothers and sisters walking around. It's going to happen. As long as you put that child in the environment to walk around. Now, if you got that child laying on their back all day, right? You ain't brought that child a walker. You ain't got that child nothing to do. That child ain't gonna walk. That ain't gonna start walking. They ain't gonna learn to start walking unless you start walking. The only way you can do that is to actually crawl on the floor, climb up on stuff, and try to balance itself, to hold itself up, to begin to walk. But the first step is to see somebody walking. I can't hear a bitch walking then thinking I'm a fake come out here and not by sight, but you a goddamn lie, nigga. You gotta see it to believe it. You gotta see it to believe it. You can't give me that magic shit. Motherfucker, we trying to bewitch a nigga with them magic words and got words with no substance in it. Can't be mixed with it because that's what words are. Words are spells. Spells. You gotta spell a word. You putting spells. Spell is a contract. Somebody agreed to what they said. What we doing? We spellbounding each other. When you speak to somebody, what you doing? You speaking. What you got to do with spells? You speak them. Spells are written words. That's all they are. And we are spellbound by one another. Train your kids in the right way. can't tell you what the right way is. Your conditions are different than mine. Everybody's conditions is different. That's why I say the conditions of our mothers and fathers brought us to the reality we in today. And now that we is not subject to the stuff they was subject to, life changed for us. But sometimes the parents get a little jealous. Straight up. Sometimes these parents are jealous because they didn't have to go through the stuff they went through. And they still stuck in their mind as a child mind, then had a child. Their mind ain't developed no grown and responsibility. They done had that child, and now they jealous of their child. And now they want to wear the same damn clothes with the fucking child. What the hell is that? You trying to outdo your child body built better than yours, or you remember when your body was built like that, or your body still built like that. Now you trying to compete. It's competition. Now it became a competition. It's like, listen, it ain't no set rules on how I'm supposed to raise their children, bro. I'm gonna just tell you that point blank. Hey, you can do what you want. I'm just telling you, your outcome is gonna be what it is. And you thinking in your mind, your outcome gonna be what it ain't. That ain't what it is. If you get what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying when I'm trying to tell you something. Now, that's my thing. When you ain't understanding what somebody trying to tell you something, you got to go get some understanding, man. You know when somebody say I'm getting some straightening? Because I told you something and you went crooked. Now we got to straighten it out. All them old songs back in the day, man, they really touch the spirit. And we raising our kids with this death music, bro. Depression music. It's coming out. Ain't nobody saying happy, whoopie, nigga. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, God. So you putting all this energy into the airways, and there's somebody else going through it. Now it's in their body. They listening to it. They like maintaining. It ain't like you not making music, you know, to take a person out their situation. You making music to make a person feel comfortable in their situation. I'm gonna bust a head. Niggas don't want to see nobody head getting bust for real life. Nigga might do it. Yeah, I done been around it. I done seen it. Right? But that crap ain't fun, bro. Only on the video game. Cause you know you got multiple lives, nigga. You can keep coming back. But you can't, nigga, like, you can't feel sorry because of a heated argument and you done killed your best friend, bro. I know how many a lot of people that I know right now that they hurting, man. That they killed their own best friend over jealousy and envy. We ain't raising our kids to be men. And women stand up, men and women. Meaning you stand up and you anything that you go through in life disrespectfully or respectfully, you man up and you woman up about it. Don't make no excuses. Don't want to hear no pity. That pity party don't get you nowhere but to the party shitting on yourself. We here to stand up, stand firm, and put pressure on your own mind. The pressure bust pipes. It'll make you or break you. So everything that you have been taught, throw it out. You gotta redo it. Hey, throw it out. People say you gotta reinvent yourself. You gotta reinvent yourself. I don't care how old you is, man. You know, you get stuck in your ways because you know that's a lie. I mean, some things in survival mode, you're going to be protecting yourself back against the wall. You know, certain stuff you look left and right before you cross the street. There's certain stuff that's just going to be prominent to a person who is grown. But a person who is growing is always going to be growing, bro. You can't never stop growing, man. A tree keep growing, I don't care but grow up or grow wide. The roots going to keep growing, something going to keep on growing. It's never, we animated creatures, man. Like I tell my kids right now, man, when you pick up that phone ain't walking around and got a heartbeat. It ain't doing it. Only way that phone gonna be active if you interact with that phone. When you interact. When you interact with that, then that's when that don't animate with you animate it. Then your heart don't stop unless you dead, you know what I mean? But your heart always beating. I'm talking about from the time you pop through that, you know, that that vortex, and you pop on over here on this side. Yeah, that hard on that. How is a battery, a 50-year-old a battery? How much energy? A 50-year-old battery, a 100-year-old battery. That's what we are. We energy. Just imagine you as you don't have to go get no nothing charged to you to keep you pumping. Unless something happened to you, you got to go to the hospital, and then somebody got to hit you with that and bring you back. They ain't shoot you, you know what I mean? Or they hit you with them one of the drilling shots in your heart, shoot you right back in. You know what I mean? Oh man. So what all I'm saying is, man, come on back, man. Each individual, attach yourself to your own ideas. And people say don't lean to your own understanding. Why? They don't want you to be leaning to your own understanding, boy, about this life. They gonna create an understanding for you, because that's the only lean that you have. If you ain't gonna lean to your understanding, who else understanding gonna lean to? Somebody gonna put a word and say God? He ain't here on the ground doing what we following people that's in front of us. Mama, daddy, sister, and brother. That's the understanding that we getting from. Ain't nobody came down here and told a nigga nothing. Man told you that what man said. Man bewitched us with these books and mirages. Right? You gotta look at it. What's a fairy tale? What fairy tales is? What's myth? First y'all study that stuff, then y'all come back to me when y'all want to come back to me with the real. Y'all going back into y'all teaching, man. Going back into the etymology of where this stuff come from. I ain't talking about what somebody said. I'm talking about where it comes from. Then you gonna find your way back to me. Then you can go forward in life. Stop raising these children in these fictitious dialogues. Stop putting their minds in the cloud. Give them they have an imagination, but don't feed them imagination that they gotta live through or live by. That ain't giving them no substance. Let them create their own gods and their own that's what's gonna get them something, because it belongs to them. Whoever created Jesus and God and the devil and all that, them people and their family still eating off of that. You gotta remember, humans, and they eating big. They've been eating for decades off of your energy, off of your beliefs. Get it together, man. What you believe in? Do you look in the mirror? Do you believe in the person you see every day? That person ain't gonna never leave or forsake you. You the one. You hear what I'm saying when I'm trying to tell you something? I'm gonna let you know. And every time I end this, make sure y'all go ahead and hit them links. Go in the description, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Got my YouTube channel, 305juicebabygoinglive.com. Y'all check me out. Yahoo, 305juicebaby@yahoo.com. Go ahead and drop something in there. Give me some information. Go ahead and leave your email, man. Let me know how you like it. Leave a comment. And every time I do the show, I'm going to let you know you are the power.